Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will talk about natural deduction in propositional logic. A deduction is a sequence of formulas formed by obeying certain fixed rules. It models correct thinking. It is a simplified model of proving theorems in mathematics or any other science. It tries to capture the rules of correct inference. The study of deductions goes back to Aristotle. Deduction are also called formal proofs. Now, what are these rules? These rules we have studied already. Elimination rule and introduction rule. These are the rules which we will use to deduce some facts or some equations. Now look at this. We have to derive B and A from A and B. So we have to write A and B and B. So here we can deduce B from this statement A and B, and we have used elimination rule. This elimination rule P and Q, we derive P, or P and Q we derive Q. So here we will write A and E. This stands for that we have used AND elimination rule, and we have deduced, or we have got B. Now again we can write A and B. So from here we can deduce A. Look at this elimination rule P and Q, we have deduced P. So we have deduced A, and we have used AND elimination rule. So we have got B from this one, we have got A from this one, and if we have P and Q, then we can deduce if we have P, Q, we can deduce P and Q. So we have B and BA, so we can get B and A, and this is an AND introduction rule. So we have to write this AND introduction rule. So here this is natural deduction. We have deduced B and A from A and B using these rules. Okay, another example, we have A and B and A and B. So how we can deduce this statement? So here we have to assume A is a statement, and assume B as a statement. Now we have A, B. So here introduction rule, we can deduce A and B. So by using AND introduction rule, we have got A and B. Again we can also have A and B. So by again the same using introduction rule, we again assume A and B, the same A and B. So we can deduce A and B. So Here we used AND introduction rule. So here we have two statements. So by again using AND introduction rule, we can derive the above statement. So this is natural statement, this is natural deduction. So we have deduced this formula using the fixed rules. Let we do some other examples. Now we have to derive A and B and C from A and bracket B and C. So we have got this A and inside bracket B and C. So from this we can deduce statements. For example, we can deduce B and C using AND elimination. Again, we can deduce from it A using AND elimination. And elimination. From this we can deduce B using an elimination, and again we can deduce C using and elimination. Now we will see what we have to derive. We have to derive this and this. So from we have A and B, we have A, B. So we will use this introduction rule. So it can be written as A and B, and we can also from here we have got C. So we will include this in bracket and C. So we have derived this portion from the given statement using natural deduction rules. So it is very simple. Now we will do some other examples. Now this problem, stop the recording and do it by yourself. Derive C from the assumption A and C or B and C. Now look at this problem. We derive A or C and B or D from the assumption A and B. Now here A, B, we have to look into the required results. Then we will deduce and we will use the assumptions according to the required results. So here we have A and B, and we will deduce A from it using AND elimination. Again we will use this assumption A and B. So here we will deduce B from it using uh, elimination and elimination. Here we have to write and. So here from this A we have B. So if we have any statement A, then we can any statement P, then we can write P or Q. So we can add any statement to it. Let's see C, and also we have got B. So according to this is our introduction rule. We have B, and so from B, so we can write B or D according to our requirements. B or D. B is a statement and D is a statement. C is a statement. Again, by using this introduction rule, if we have one statement, then we can say or another statement. So B and D using our introduction rule. Now we have these two statements. These two statements A or C, B or D. So here we can introduce and introduction rule. So A or C and B or D. So here we have got this is C. So we have got this this derivation from assumption A and B. Now again stop the recording and derive P0 and P2 from this statement. Now we will do it with some implying rules. Derive A implies B implies A. So here we can write A. We can assume A. The assumption can be write like this. Inside the bracket you can write it like A, as well as you can write it like A, the assumption. So this assumption, if we have P, then we have Q. If we have a statement P, then that statement implies Q. So we will write B instead of Q. So here we can say A implies B. Or we can also write, if we have a result, we can also say that B implies A. These both are we can write from this assumption, like P. If we have P, then Q. P implies Q. If we have P implies Q, we can eliminate Q. So here we again, if we have Q, then we have a statement P. So here A implies B implies A. So this is what we can derive this statement using an assumption A. Here we have to derive A implies B implies A implies C in brackets from A implies B implies C. Here we have to assume A implies B. To derive A implies C, we next assume A and try to derive C. From A and A implies B implies C, we get B implies C. From A implies B, we also get B. So from B implies C, we get finally C. So how it will be done? First of all, we will assume A. We will write that in bracket. Then if we have assumed A, we can say that A implies B. This is an introduction. Introduction implies introduction. And from the same we can get B, which is elimination, this elimination rule. So here we will write implies elimination rule. Now we have this rule, A implies B implies C. So using elimination rule, we will get B implies C. So here we have used elimination rule. So again from this we will get C. Elimination, again we have used elimination rule. So from this B we can write it A implies B, and from this C we can write A implies C. So by introduction, if we have P then Q, then we can say P implies Q. So here we have, if we have P and Q, then we can say P implies Q, so which is the desired result. Now